What is a value bet? That's what we're going to cover in this video. Value betting, or betting for value, is a fundamental concept in sports betting. If you're a beginner and you're not yet familiar with this concept, you should know that it is essential for generating profits. A value bet can be defined as a bet where we have a positive expected value over the long term. The concept of value betting is closely linked to probability and odds. Betting is actually a rational activity, and the goal for a winning bettor is to be able to correctly determine the probability of various events so they can obtain the best odds from the market and earn money in the long term. To understand the concept of value betting, let's start with a very simple example. Let's take a coin and play heads or tails. You bet $1, and if the coin lands on tails, you win $1.80. Do you accept the bet? Let's look at the probabilities together. If the coin is perfectly balanced and hasn't been rigged, in the long term, we should tend towards 50% heads and 50% tails. If we convert 50% into odds, that gives us odds of 2. To convert probabilities into odds, we divide 100 by the probability. So, in this case, 100 divided by 50 equals 2. Let's say we bet on tails every time. We'll see how the value of the bet changes in relation to the odds. With odds of 2, you won't win, but you won't lose either. The expected value in the long term is 0, since the odds reflect the actual probability. So there is no value bet in this case. With odds of 1.8, the odds are lower than the real probability, meaning that we'll lose money in the long term. So this would definitely not count as a value bet. On the other hand, with odds of 2.2, we would win money in the long term, making this a value bet. It's exactly the same concept in sports betting. A value bet would be where the bettor believes that the odds offered by the bookmaker are higher than the odds that they would consider appropriate for the event. However, it is much more complicated to establish probabilities in sports betting. For example, determining that a team has a 53% chance of winning rather than a 50% chance would require significant expertise and a lot of work. At SolveBet, we work with big data, algorithms, artificial intelligence, and a team of specialists so we can determine probabilities with a high level of precision. We also add a margin to this to make doubly sure that we're finding value. In conclusion, if you're looking to earn money in the long term, you should always pay close attention to the odds offered and only bet with value bets. Let us know in the comments if you pay attention to the odds offered by various bookmakers, and if so, how do you determine whether a bet is a value bet or not? We will cover this concept further in upcoming videos. Feel free to check out our website and follow us on social media. All the links are in the description. As for me, I'll see you in the next video.